sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the New York Jets. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, ready for another installment of the NFL International Series. We are underway from North London. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Now Hill to start the drive. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
So this, Charles, on paper at least, not the most even of matchups. Polar opposite, really. I mean, on one sideline, you got the hottest team in the league, still unbeaten, and on the other side, a winless squad.
And that's why I owe you, and I owe you big, because you did email me this week to remember any given Sunday. That was a phrase you typed to me, and that's what we have to remember in this ball game. It resounds when you think about it. Unbeaten versus winless, any given Sunday, anything can happen in this league.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. The Jets hit a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Hey, we go, Simone! Hey, shut! Sunday here, Sunday! Hey, Tony! What's up?
A toss left side for Hall. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They'll run with Hall. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
And his throw is incomplete. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. And the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
To throw, here's Nix. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's
that all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Oh, the snap, a throw, and this is blocked.
But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry about it. It's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax.
Whoa, bad move.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Nick's going to give to Harvey.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
This defense for the Jets, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Throwing the outright incomplete. That's Franklin. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Farmers. Oh, my son!
Now it's Nix. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They'll go play action with Nix. They'll swing this out to Harvey.
A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
Harvey, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
He'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Broncos have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Lutz now to kick this one away.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, of that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, hey.
Gino now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. A great play there, an 80-yard touchdown.
And the Jets are able to move back in front.
Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
To throw is Nix. Pass over the middle, tipped, but he still brings it in.
A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Off the play fake, Nix. They'll get back complete to Franklin.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
Man, that is one fearless wide receiver right there because he knows he's going to take a shot, and he did. That's one of those situations where you know you're going to feel one way or the other, so you might as well hang on to it, and he does for good yardage.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
On play action, here's Nix.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on first and goal. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
Throwing Nix.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
They'll give the Hall.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Smith now to throw.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Third down and 13.
Middle. Ready.
Now Gino.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be out right at the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Another catch there for Waddle. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up the first down.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Completes it to Evan Ingram. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Nix from the shotgun. This will be caught. It's Waddle. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
A short throw to Ingram. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Nix to the air.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Up the middle, it's Harvey. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Looking to throw. Nix. A short throw to Ingram. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Working out of the gun is Nix.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Nix. Got a man open. It's Sutton.
And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set him up with a 1st and goal.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Evan Ingram from 8 yards out.
And the Broncos have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Lutz with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Gino. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. That's caught well on the left side. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
To throw, here's Nix.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
On the handoff, Harvey.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Now it's Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Now they'll change things up. Trying to run for it. Here's Hardy.
Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. On the give, it's Hardy.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run, the best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game. Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Evan Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead.
Luck's good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Smith. And he fires one, but incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. throwing to start the drive. Nix. He completes this to Sutton. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
This 2nd and 4.
They run straight ahead with Harvey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
3rd down and 6.
To throw is Nix. He'll try and do this himself. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
They're going. It's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Nix. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Jets are right back in this football game. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Ball past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Gino now to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Here's Smith. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
And Smith here, an audible at the line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap for Smith.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays up in quick succession if they can.
Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, here's the clip.
Smith.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath. and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And it's complete to Mitchell. Here now, third down.
Hey, here we go, Sunday.
Smith's going to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
There we go, Sonoma. Another look. 390%. Daytona. Check 58. There we go, Sonoma.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll get that complete to Franklin. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.